Art history is essentially a conversation about how, throughout history, our creative impulses as human beings have frequently been governed by our most important faculty, sight. Art history is a story of how societies represent themselves through dramatic and beautiful images, through ornate objects in the built environment. Traditional to what we do is the study of painting, sculpture and architecture across centuries of human endeavour, identifying and analysing historic schools and styles. But increasingly the subject takes a very lively interest in all forms of art, whether it's photography or digital and graphic art or video and performance art, anything really that has a serious claim to be considered as art.
It makes you more critically aware. It gives you the kind of ability to analyse not just visual material, but a lot of what we're doing is we're relating works of art to the kind of philosophical, critical, historical, cultural contexts from which they emerge and also in which they are sort of seen and understood.
So one of the courses I teach at UCD is on Georgian Dublin, and I think most people will be familiar with the idea of Georgian Dublin as being a kind of a key episode in the history of the city when it grew beyond its kind of medieval core and became one of the most important cities in Europe at that time. And as part of that course we spent a lot of time both thinking about what the buildings might mean, but we also spent a lot of time in the city looking at the buildings face to face and trying to understand them in their urban contexts.
Art history students at UCD take the subject to degree level in combination with another. So traditionally popular combinations include art history with history, English, archaeology or a language, but increasingly students pursue fruitful relationships with other subjects such as politics, sociology and philosophy. And if you think about all of those other subjects, art is going to come up as a topic for serious discussion at some point as a means of visual communication, a tool of propaganda, as a means of expressing the human condition. And in those cases, art history students are going to be able to bring a unique and very insightful approach to the study of those other subjects.
The study of art and architecture takes us outside of the classroom. We visit all of the major collections in Dublin, but we also, as part of the BA programme and the MA programme indeed, extend our trips further afield. So in the past number of years we have routinely visited cities like Florence, Venice, Rome, Berlin, Paris, as a way of exposing students to the very best works of art and architecture from the European tradition.
If I were studying this course in Pittsburgh, I would be studying things that are in Europe, but I wouldn't get to go see them, so it's especially wonderful that I get to go see everything.
It's great, in Ireland as a whole, people have just been so nice, and UCD is a great university. I've really enjoyed my time here and I can't wait to come back once my Erasmus is over.
I have loved art history in UCD. It's been one of the best times of my life. It's just been so enlightening. Every single lecture I've attended, every module I've done, I have absolutely thoroughly enjoyed it, and it's been life-affirming in the best possible way. I've loved it.
And it's the subject that you will continue to engage with throughout your life. It's a wonderful subject. It's something that you will experience everywhere. Across the globe and in many different facets in your day-to-day life.